Hello again. I'm Cindy Allen Stuckey, and I want to welcome you to another cafe conversation. Have you heard the news? My book, The Shift Café, where women who drink coffee together change the world, is now on Amazon, and you can just click the link below to order it. Now, The Shift Café leads you on a creative pathway to self-discovery that helps you identify what you want in life, why you want it, and most importantly, how to develop the courage to achieve it. So today on our cafe conversation, I'm so happy to have Emily Woodthorpe here. Emily designed all of the beautiful images for my book. Emily, it's so good to be talking with you again. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's lovely to see you as well.
Okay, so Emily, your images just make the Shift Cafe come to life. They are just so beautiful. So what inspired you to collaborate with us on writing The Shift Cafe?
Well, Karen approached me, who's helped with so much with your book, about potentially having illustrations in the book she was writing. And I said, well, of course, I'd be absolutely delighted to help and be a part of it. And then as I learned more about what he wanted to achieve with it, and how he wanted to help women who have gotten to a certain point in their lives and their career, as someone who, you know, I'm not one of those, but I'm sure I will be one day. But even so, I'm perfectly happy to help in that kind of journey. And it's just such a noble cause, and I was more than happy to play a role in it. And the whole aesthetic as well is slightly different. The whole aesthetic was just lovely. The coffee and nature as well, which I really enjoy looking at and drawing, and just those images in themselves do brilliant things to a book, and certainly a book of this kind as well, when you're trying to help women come together and sit together and just kind of embrace each other and the nature and all of that as well. So I was really happy to contribute.
Thank you. So what role do the right images play in a book?
Well, it's more than just looking pretty, and we always say it enhances the book, which is true. And how we do that and why we do that is because they quite often add context, which is quite often because I've read quite a few books before where I felt like I needed the image just to provide the context and just to bring the text together, and also it helps the eyes have a little bit of a rest from the text, and therefore it, if your eyes are able to have a break and you're able to just digest everything in your head, you're therefore able to concentrate on the next step. And also in this case, some of the images I've provided are interactive. Well, I guess all of them could be interactive if you wanted them to, but some of them are specifically interactive, and therefore they further help the reader just digest everything and understand the step that they've learnt about, which also further aids their concentration, and I hope will enable them to achieve what this book sets out for them to do.
Okay, thank you. And again, your images make the book. When you're reading through, and there's not all this text, and there's some image there that just really makes people understand it completely. You're right with that. Yeah. So I have another question. So which image in the Shift Cafe is your favorite, and why?
I think my favourite has got to be the yet image with the word yet and then all the flowers around it, because it's probably one of the more detailed ones maybe, and just I don't know, it's very, very pretty. I really enjoyed doing it as well. I enjoyed the experience of doing it, and how I had to research what kind of flowers you have in a typical Indiana meadow, and I think I achieved that. And so that was also nice to research and get the shapes right, and working on how setting out the what shapes aesthetically were to go where, and how the eye was meant to go around the image, and also focus on the word yet. And so I think ultimately I achieved that, and it provided something really nice to look at, and hopefully really wonderful for people to interact with. I also really like this, maybe as a second favorite, is the mushroom one. Actually, I really like the mushroom one as well. It was just so different because it's not really something I draw very often, but also, again, just nice, enjoyable to research and draw, and also interactive.
Yes, thank you, thank you. Well, Emily, as I've said before, your images are just perfect. It just makes the book, and I'm so glad that we were able to work on this together. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So do you want to be one of the first to read the Shift Cafe and see how Emily's images enhance each sip or chapter? Just click on the link right below now to purchase your book, The Shift Cafe. Thank you. Bye.